Hey, what's up there, all of my peoples? All right, so driving Spark in the mobile studios, Big Nate and Big Nate Streaming Circus, right here coming at you. So I'm driving down here in Lynn Haven, Florida, which is it's a neighborhood next to the neighborhood where I live. And I'm driving there. I deliver some stuff, and on my way there, I notice a stray dog, little like a miniature greyhound, maybe a pincer of some kind. Anyway, this poor dog had a tumor. That's right, a tumor. And because it's a little dog and it was very, thin as far as there's not a lot of hair, the hair that it has in the skin is really tight. There's no loose, flabby skin or anything, except for one where the tumor is. So this tumor that this poor dog has is running all over the neighborhood. Looks lost. And I mean, I don't have time to sit there and try to wrangle this dog, unfortunately. But I'm sure he's been out before, and somebody will find him. The biggest thing, this is the weirdest thing. So I'm looking at this dog, and I see this like almost like a turkey gobble thing under his chin, flopping back and forth. Well, that's where the tumor is, and it looks like a nut sack. So this basically this little dog, and it was a female dog, but she looked like she had a wobble. I got a wobble. But anyway, you know what I'm talking about. But it looked like a testicle, a single testicle, just flopping under her neck, right here. And I was just, oh my God. It just popped in my head. Of course, I had to talk about it. Just strange things occurring. So, oh man. Okay, America. Land of the free, home of the brave. You have to be brave to know that there's going to be a better future. There's got to fix this. America is falling apart. Everybody's just at each other's throats for no fucking reason other than they just buy into this mass hysteria. I mean, we're not all evil. I don't care what side of the line you stand on, but we're not all evil people. We're good people here. I mean, I do my job for my family as best as I can do under the circumstances that are provided to me. And I know I can do better, and I'm going to do better. But that's because I have the work ethic and the wherewithal and the skill set to go out and find something better than what I'm doing now. But at least I'm surviving. Barely. Just barely. But things are going to get better. My wife helped me rectify a big problem, which is my resume. I thought I was doing it right and putting it in there right, and no. So all of those job hunts I've been doing for the last month or so of just basically haven't produced any fruit because my resume sucked. Well, I got a good resume now. So the resume is not the problem. The problem is that I hope the people that are looking for jobs are actually looking for people to work. Because I'm ready to work. I want to work. Hello. I'd rather be doing that at a job that I'm making enough money to support my family than this thing that just keeps me in gas money, insurance money, and car payment, and a little bit of rent money. Other than that, I'm not really contributing that much to the household. It's all my wife right now. And God bless her, she hasn't given up on me yet. But I am just really tired of having to physically just be the demands on me. I mean, maybe I put myself in this situation. I'm tired, working hard. I mean, yeah, it's a lot of driving, but I don't mind driving. I mean, I applied for a school bus job last week, and it looks like they're interested because they're just desperate. Yay. So, yeah, there's that thing. Great. Awesome. Beautiful. Let's do it. Here's what I want people to know. That the only way our country is going to fix itself is if we take the time, the dirty, awful job of just dissecting everything that we feel is wrong and coming to a mutual agreement on either, like I said, it's not a Democrat thing and it's not a Republican thing. There's a lot of people that want it to be that way, but it doesn't have to be that way. This is a human thing. This is an American thing. We're uniquely vested to do better based on our heritage alone. We come from people who fight hard. And if it wasn't for America, the world would be a much different place. World War I, World War II. I mean, there's a lot of things that we did that were wrong too. Vietnam. Should have never gotten involved in Vietnam. I'm kind of like Korean War. I don't know whether we were the right or the wrong on that. There's a couple of other conflicts and wars that we were in that may not have needed to happen. But, I mean, obviously there's a lot of mentality to where if you have so much in defense spending, then why not use it? I don't know why we're sending so much aid to other countries when it's our country that needs to be helped. Just stop. I mean, does Israel really need more bombs? No. Does Ukraine need more help? Yes. But we're not the only ones in this game. There's more skin in the game for Poland, Germany, everybody in the Europe. You need to fix that. We can't do it all. I mean, when NATO comes in and they start talking all this, no, hello, we've been basically NATO for decades, and you guys need to contribute more. You need to up the stakes and fix your own shit. Don't have to have America bailing you out. And we're not going to do it anymore. I'm sorry, they're just not going to do it anymore. But yet they are. Why? Because there's money in it. Government contracts and weaponization. Don't even get me started. This wasn't supposed to be a political rant. It really wasn't. But when you have 6 mass shootings in 24 hours, something has to happen. Something needs to stop. Now, I'm not saying take the guy's guns away. I have no problem with people owning and being law-abiding citizens, but there has to be a better system in place to account for these weapons, unfortunately. Now, a lot of people are like, well, I don't want the government knowing how many guns I have. Why? If you're a law-abiding citizen. Well, because they're going to target me if there's a civil war. Well, obviously. But they can track that with what you buy. If you're buying ammo, they know you got ammo. If you're buying guns, they know you got guns. Because you have to fill out a paper saying, hey, I'm going to buy a gun. You know, there are things that you cannot get around with. Now, the problem here lies is that people take these weapons and use them for evil and malicious things. So how do we stop that? Well, the first thing you can do is stop fighting amongst each other. Why cause problems where there doesn't need to be problems? People, you know, why are you sending ICE agents out to get people that aren't doing anything? Now, I see both sides of the coin on this. I think there's a better way to do that too. There honestly is. I think there should be a way for somebody who wants to be here, document themselves and be here legally, to walk into an office without fear of losing everything that they've built here and sign up to become a citizen and not have it cost them anything. other than dedicate their lives to this country and become American citizens and pay their taxes and don't commit crimes. Because guess what? When they are a citizen, then they have the same rights, but they also have to obey the same rules. I mean, I don't know what it is about the political process where they have to look at the most minute factors first. Like, well, this is the percentage of people we're going after. And then they expand from there. When they really just need to say, these are the ones that we're going after, and stick to that. But when you raid a plant because it's easy, or you raid a factory because it's easy, we all know that there's undocumented workers in there. We all probably know that. All right? So give them an opportunity to document themselves, then we'll know where the fuck they are. It's not a big deal. You're talking about losing jobs to people. First, you got to get Americans to want to fucking work. I mean, a guy brought up a point that undocumented illegal immigrants don't get any of the benefits that they say that they're getting. Oh, they're a burden on our tax system, or they're a burden on our social services. No, they're not. Because we're not giving them anything. They're working their asses off to get what they have. When's the last undocumented person that you know that was given food stamps? If they're doing that, that's on that state for misappropriating funds to people that don't deserve to have what they have. Now, I don't say starve children. That's bullshit. Kids need to eat. But then again, if you're an illegal immigrant, perhaps, maybe, you shouldn't be having more kids. So this whole birthright thing where you're born in America, I think that you need to have established parents in order for it to qualify. So if you're an illegal, become legal, then have kids. Then your kids will be legal. Don't bring in a bunch of kids that are undocumented and expect them to be taken care of. Now, we're going to do it because we're charitable and we're good people for the most part. So I see both sides. I see the Democratic thing and I see the Republican thing, but I don't want to be either. I don't want to be typecasted. I don't want to be red. I don't want to be blue. All right? I want to be neutral. I want to be able to work on both sides of the line and not feel persecuted for it. Is that too much to ask? There are principles in both parties that make sense. Now it's just a way for us to weave that sense into an actual life that we can take care of. I'll see you guys later. Bye.